Pope Francis, born Jorge Mario Bergoglio in Argentina on December 17, 1936, has made a profound impact on the Catholic Church since becoming pope in 2013. He was the first pope from the Americas and the Southern Hemisphere and took his name in honor of Saint Francis of Assisi, embodying values of humility, peace, and care for the poor. Raised in a modest family, Francis grew up valuing faith and community, which shaped his approach to leadership. As pope, he is focused on important social issues like climate change, refugees, and economic inequality. His actions have often challenged traditional norms within the Church, emphasizing mercy and compassion over strict adherence to rules. He has worked tirelessly to reach out to people of different faiths and backgrounds, promoting dialogues that foster understanding. Pope Francis's papacy has not only brought renewed attention to the Church, but also renewed hope for countless believers worldwide. His innovative approach has inspired both laity and clergy alike to embrace a more inclusive and loving expression of their faith. As his health began to decline in recent years, many are left reflecting not just on his contributions as a spiritual leader, but also on the lessons he imparted throughout his life. What he expressed at his final moments would become a testament to his unwavering spirit and message of love that resonated even at death's door. As the years passed, Pope Francis's health became a growing concern for many. Initially, he managed his duties with vigor, traveling across the globe to address pressing issues and connect with people. However, in recent times, he faced a series of health challenges, including a severe respiratory infection that required hospitalization. This left many wondering about the future leadership of the Catholic Church. In the months leading up to his deathbed, Pope Francis's public appearances became less frequent, and he often relied on aides for support during events. Despite these challenges, he remained committed to his papal responsibilities. He continued to deliver messages of hope and encouragement through recorded addresses and letters, demonstrating his unwavering spirit. The Vatican was filled with an air of solemnity as news of his declining condition spread. Many followers held vigils, praying for his strength and recovery. Despite the seriousness of the situation, Francis's resilience shone through. He often expressed gratitude for the love and support from the Church and its members, emphasizing that he had lived a full life dedicated to serving others. As the moment drew closer when he would summon the Swiss Guard, it became clear that this was not only a time of farewell, but also an opportunity for him to share final thoughts and blessings with those who had served him faithfully throughout his papacy. The Swiss Guard has a rich history that dates back to the early 16th century. Founded in 1506, these elite soldiers were originally recruited to protect Pope Julius II and have since become a symbol of loyalty and strength within the Vatican. With their distinctive uniforms, featuring blue, yellow, and red stripes, they stand as a visible reminder of their commitment to safeguarding the Holy See. Throughout the centuries, the Swiss Guard has played a crucial role in defending popes during times of crisis, including tumultuous political landscapes and attacks on the Vatican. Their training is rigorous, requiring not only physical fitness, but also knowledge of history and diplomacy. Each guard must be Swiss, Catholic, and complete basic military training before joining this prestigious corps. In addition to their protective duties, the Swiss Guard also serves as ceremonial figures during papal events, welcoming dignitaries and maintaining order during public gatherings. Their presence symbolizes respect for tradition while adapting to modern security needs. As Pope Francis faced his final moments, the bond between him and the Swiss Guard became even more significant. They were not only there to protect him, but also to offer emotional support during this poignant time. The Guard's unwavering loyalty embodies the spirit of service that Francis championed throughout his papacy, highlighting a deep connection forged through years of dedication. As the evening grew darker, Pope Francis understood that his time was drawing near. Surrounded by close aides and medical staff, he felt an overwhelming urge to connect with those who had served him faithfully throughout his papacy. With a heavy heart yet clear intention, he summoned the Swiss Guard to his deathbed. This calling was more than mere formality. It was filled with deep meaning. The Swiss guards, who had stood by him during both joyful and challenging moments, represented a lifetime of dedication and service. As they entered the room in their vibrant uniforms, there was a palpable sense of gravity in the air. Their presence honored not just the man they protected, but also the principles of loyalty, courage, and faith. Pope Francis wanted to acknowledge their commitment and express his gratitude in these final moments. As he gazed at the young guards who had entrusted their lives to protect him, he reflected on the shared journey they had embarked upon together. This summoning was his way of reaffirming the bond that transcended duty, one built on mutual respect and love. The atmosphere was thick with emotion as the guards knelt by his bedside, symbolizing their unwavering support. It was a poignant reminder of how deeply intertwined their lives had become through years of service, culminating in this last heartfelt encounter. As the Swiss guard knelt by his bedside, Pope Francis gathered his strength for one last message. His voice was soft but filled with passion as he looked into the eyes of the young guards, each representing the loyalty and dedication he cherished. In that moment, he shared words that resonated deeply with their shared experiences and faith. "Never forget," he began, "to love one another fiercely and without judgment. Faith is a journey, not a destination. Embrace the hope that shines even in the darkest of times." His words carried the weight of his years as Pope, embodying a powerful reminder of compassion and unity. Pope Francis continued, "Your service is a reflection of God's love. Stand strong in your faith and support one another, as you have supported me." This heartfelt encouragement served as a final blessing not only for the guards, but for everyone who had looked to him for guidance. As he spoke, the room was filled with an emotional intensity that was hard to describe. Each word was infused with wisdom honed over a lifetime devoted to service and faith. When he finished, there was a moment of silence, allowing the profound impact of his last words to settle. This farewell was not just a goodbye. It was an invitation to carry forward the love and hope he had always championed throughout his papacy. As the Swiss guards stood by Pope Francis's bedside, a profound mix of emotions washed over them. Many were young men who had devoted their lives to serving the Pope, and now they found themselves in a moment that felt both surreal and heart-wrenching. They reflected on the years spent together, protecting not just a figurehead, but a leader who had inspired them with his compassion and humility. One guard, visibly emotional, spoke about how Francis's words had always resonated with him. "He taught us to be more than just soldiers. We are called to be servants of love," he said. The shared experience of kneeling before their beloved Pope during such a solemn time forged an unbreakable bond among them. They felt honored to have been part of his journey, but the weight of saying goodbye was heavy on their hearts. Another guard recalled fond memories of their time together, recalling how Pope Francis would often take moments to engage with them personally, asking about their families and well-being. "He made us feel valued," he shared, noting that those small gestures always made their service feel meaningful. As they processed this final farewell, the guard promised to carry forward the lessons learned from Pope Francis. His legacy of love and hope would continue to guide them as they embraced their roles not just as protectors, but as ambassadors of his teachings in the world beyond the Vatican walls. The final moments of Pope Francis serve as a powerful reflection of his teachings and the legacy he leaves behind within the Church. His emphasis on love, compassion, and inclusivity was not just rhetoric. It was a way of life that he embodied throughout his papacy. In summoning the Swiss guard to his deathbed, he demonstrated the importance of community and connection, reminding everyone that even in vulnerability, there is strength in unity. As he delivered his last words, Francis encapsulated the essence of his mission: to encourage others to live with kindness and empathy. His final blessing was more than just parting words. It was an invitation for those around him to continue spreading hope and love in a world that often feels divided. This legacy resonates deeply within the hearts of the guards, as they pledged to uphold his teachings as they moved forward. Moreover, Pope Francis's life showcased a profound commitment to social justice and environmental stewardship. His call for peace among all people transcended religious boundaries, encouraging dialogue among different faiths and cultures. As he departed from this world, his spirit continues to inspire countless individuals who seek to emulate his example. In essence, Pope Francis's legacy will endure through those he touched. His messages of understanding and compassion will echo in their actions long after his passing, leading the Church into a future grounded in love and unity. The story of Pope Francis and his final moments encapsulates profound messages about life, faith, and leadership. Through his unwavering dedication to love, compassion, and inclusivity, he became a guiding light for many, demonstrating that true leadership is rooted in service to others. His relationships with the Swiss Guard exemplified the importance of community, showing that leadership is not just about authority, but also about connection and mutual respect. As he shared his last words, Pope Francis reinforced the idea that faith is a journey filled with challenges and joys. His encouragement to embrace hope, even in difficult times, offers a timeless lesson for all. This narrative serves as a powerful reminder of the impact one individual can have on countless lives through unwavering conviction and deep empathy. The legacy Pope Francis leaves behind encourages individuals to strive for unity and understanding in an often divided world. His teachings inspire people to look beyond differences and foster dialogue among various cultures and faiths. In conclusion, this touching story highlights the significance of compassion, humility, and love as guiding principles in both personal lives and broader society. As we reflect on his legacy, it becomes clear that these values will continue to resonate long after his passing, encouraging a future grounded in kindness and hope for generations to come.